Something is about to happen and you cannot ignore it. These words, here and now, are the beginning of something that will change everything. You are on the edge between what you know and what is to come. By the time you finish reading, nothing will be the same as before. Ready or not, your time has come. Accept it, face it, transform it. You are here. Everything starts now. What you just read is not a random phrase nor a simple warning. It is a summons, a call to step out of what is safe, what is predictable, and enter a space where things really happen. This space is uncertain, yes, but it is there that what you truly seek exists, even if you do not yet know exactly what it is. Think for a moment. How many times have you had this feeling that something big was about to happen? But then came the doubt, the hesitation, the desire to wait a little longer, to not act. And life continued as always. Same routines, similar days, same excuses. Today is different. You are not reading this by chance. It doesn't matter how you got here. What matters is that you did. This is not about luck, coincidence, or destiny. It is about the decision you are going to make now. The decision that can be as small as continuing to read or as big as completely changing the course of your life. There is no way back, only forward. What happens from now on depends on you. Yes, it is a cliché to say this, but I will be straightforward. Every word you read now is a mirror. It reflects who you are at this very moment. It reflects your choices, your weaknesses, your strengths, everything that has brought you here. But it also reflects who you can be. No, this will not be easy. There is no transformation without resistance, without discomfort, without that knot in your stomach that seems to ask you to give up. This is the point where most people stop. But you cannot stop now. You've been through too much. You've resisted so many things, and now it is time to use all of that in your favor. You will fall, you will make mistakes, and you will keep going. If you're waiting for a motivational message, you're in the wrong place. I'm not going to tell you it will be simple, that everything will magically resolve itself, or that things will perfectly align. They won't. The truth is, you will stumble. You will doubt. You will question why you started. And do you know why? Because that's part of the process. A mistake is not the end. It is the beginning of something stronger, more real. A mistake is the fuel that pushes you forward, as long as you don't give up. As long as you choose to keep going. The choice will always be yours, no matter what happens around you. No matter if the people beside you don't understand. This is your journey. What will you do now? This is the moment. Not later, not tomorrow, not when things get better or make more sense. The perfect moment will never exist, and while you're waiting for it, life keeps passing by. So decide. It doesn't matter how big the step you're taking now is, but take a step. Face the uncertainty, the fear, the doubt. All of that will be there. But so will you. Stop hiding behind excuses. Stop pretending you don't know what you want, because deep down you do. You know what you need to do. You know what's holding you back. It doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to be prepared. You just need to start. Time is running out. Every second you hesitate is a second that will never come back. This isn't to pressure you. It's to remind you that you don't have time to waste. Life won't wait for you. Opportunities will pass, and all that remains afterward is the regret of not having acted. So make it now. You already know what to do. You don't need more answers, more signs, more confirmations. Stop seeking approval from others. Stop waiting for someone to tell you what you already know. Just go, do what needs to be done. Even if it's not perfect, even if you're still scared. In the end, it will be you and no one else. When all is said and done, the only person who will bear the consequences of your decisions will be you. No matter what others say or do, it will be you who looks back and asks, did I do what needed to be done? Did I live the way I wanted to live? Don't let that question be a burden, let it be your strength. Because from now on you are in control. Not fear, not the opinion of others, you. This message is not going to change your life. You will. This is just the spark, the flame, the energy, the movement. It all comes from you. The only thing you need to do now is begin. You have made it this far. Now move forward. Don't wait for a manual. Don't wait for detailed instructions. Life doesn't work that way. There is no perfect script to follow. There is only what you do in this exact moment. Every step, no matter how small it seems, is an affirmation of who you are and what you are willing to face. Be honest with yourself now. Ask yourself, what is holding you back? Is it fear, doubt, laziness? All of that is normal. Everyone feels it. The difference lies in what you choose to do even with those feelings present. Do you choose to get paralyzed or to face it? Any choice other than facing it will only push you back to the same place where you were before you began reading this. Don't let excuses define you. Excuses seem harmless, but they are treacherous. They disguise themselves as logic, as reason. They tell you to wait a little longer, to wait for the right moment, to analyze more before acting. The reality? That's your mind trying to protect you from something that seems scary. But is it really protecting you? Or is it keeping you from living? No one is asking you to change everything at once. It's not about transforming your entire life in a single move. It's about starting. About stopping running away from what is necessary. About doing something, anything, that gets you a little closer to what you want. Because every small action counts. The path will not be obvious. If you expect clarity, be prepared to wait a long time. The next step will never seem completely right. It will be uncertain, full of risks, and perhaps even uncomfortable, but that's how it works. If everything were easy, you would have done it a long time ago. It is in difficulty that you discover what you are really made of, and don't be mistaken, nobody is going to carry you. This is your journey. Yes, you will have support from those who really matter, but no one can walk the path for you. Every decision, every effort, every sacrifice will be yours. And that's how it should be, because that's how you will grow. You will feel pain. And that's good. Pain is inevitable, whether it's the pain of change or the pain of staying where you are. The difference is that the pain of change brings results, while the pain of stagnation brings regret. So choose your pain. Don't try to avoid it. Don't try to pretend it doesn't exist. Use it. Transform it into fuel. Every time you think about giving up, remember, pain is temporary, but the fruits of your effort last. You have been through difficult things before. You have faced situations that you thought you would never overcome, and here you are reading this. Stronger, more resilient, more prepared than you imagine. Do not underestimate your ability to endure. You are more capable than you believe. Time is against you, but you can still win. You know you can't control time. It moves forward regardless of what you do, and that's exactly why you need to act now. Not tomorrow. Not when you are more certain. Each passing day is one less day to live the life you really want. What are you waiting for? Stop setting imaginary limits, thinking that you are not ready. No one is ever ready. The people who advance are those who accept imperfection and act anyway. They are not smarter, stronger, or more privileged. They just decided that the fear of staying where they are is greater than the fear of trying. This is the moment to prove to yourself. It's not about proving anything to others. Forget what they think. Forget the judgment. This is not about them. This is about you and only you. At the end of the day, no one else matters. Only you will bear the consequences of your actions or your lack of action. So prove to yourself that you are capable, that you can face discomfort, the unknown, and still move forward, that you can get up every time you fall, that you can fail and yet keep trying. That's how you build strength, not through easy success, but through persistence in the face of difficulties. You already know what to do. Now do it. Yes, you already know. Even if you say you don't, deep down you do. You don't need more advice, more inspiration, more guidance. All of that is good, but it doesn't replace action. Knowing what to do is useless if you don't do it. It's time to stop thinking and start acting. There are no guarantees that everything will work out, but there is one certainty. If you do nothing, nothing will change. You can choose to stay as you are, living the same routine, facing the same problems, postponing the same dreams, or you can choose to risk, to face, and finally live differently. You are ready, even if you don't feel it. Don't wait to feel ready. That feeling doesn't come before action, it comes after. It arises when you start, when you take the first steps, when you realize you are capable. So don't wait. Just go. Take a step, any step, even if small, even if it seems insignificant, because that step will lead to the next, and the next until you realize you're further than you ever imagined. It all starts with a movement, a simple yet powerful movement. There is nothing more to wait for. This is your call. The decision is before you. The question is simple. Will you continue where you are, waiting for something to change on its own? Or will you take control of your life and create the change you so desire? The power is in your hands. It always has been. Now use it. This is not a suggestion. It is not an idea to consider. It is a challenge, a direct call to you. And you know what you need to do. Now go, do it. Change. Move forward. Life waits for no one, not even you. Stop hesitating. Action is the only answer. You have already had time to think, to plan, to imagine. Now all of that means nothing without movement. It is movement that transforms dreams into reality, plans into achievements, and thoughts into results. There is no point in wanting things to happen if you do not commit to them. Commitment is not just wishing. It is acting consistently, even when no one is watching, even when no one is applauding. Because the truth is, in the beginning, no one will notice. No one will understand what you are doing. And that is okay. You do not need anyone's validation. The pain of sacrifice is the price of success. Do you want change? Then be ready to let go of what keeps you stuck. This might be comforts, habits, people, or even ideas that no longer serve you. Attachment to what is familiar could be the biggest enemy of your transformation. There is no way to create something new while still holding on to the old. Yes, you will feel uncomfortable. You will miss what was easy and familiar. But this pain is temporary. It is the price to pay for something much greater. When discomfort arises, remember, it is moving you in the right direction. Every sacrifice is a declaration that you are committed to something greater. There are no shortcuts, only hard work. Stop seeking quick fixes. There is no magic formula, hidden secret, or answer that will solve everything all at once. Everything worthwhile requires effort, dedication, and patience. And that's good news because it means you are in control. It doesn't depend on luck. It doesn't rely on external factors. It depends on you. Be honest with yourself. Have you been doing what's necessary, or have you been sabotaging yourself with excuses, distractions, and procrastination? It's time to face the truth. The work you avoid doing is exactly the work that will take you where you want to go. There's no point in running away. There's no point in pretending you don't know this. Internal resistance will be your greatest battle. The biggest obstacle won't be the outside world. It will be your own mind. Resistance will emerge in the form of doubt, fear, and fatigue. It will tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not ready, that you should wait longer. It will try to convince you to give up before you even start. You need to learn to recognize this voice and ignore it. Don't listen to it. Resistance isn't real, it's just a reflection of your fear of change, and the only way to beat it is to keep moving forward even when it seems hard. Each time you ignore this voice, it gets weaker, and you get stronger. Failure is not the end, it's a step. You will fail, it's inevitable, but failure is not what defines you. What really matters is what you do afterward. Will you let the mistake paralyze you, or use it as a learning experience? Each failure is an opportunity to adjust your course, improve, and grow. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Fear of failure is, in fact, fear of trying. And the biggest mistake you can make is doing nothing. Accept failure as part of the process and move forward. It is not the end. It's just a step on the path. Progress is invisible at the beginning. Do not expect immediate results. In the beginning, it seems like nothing is changing. It seems like all the effort is in vain. But little by little, things start to happen. Small victories, small advances, small changes. This is how progress happens, subtly, almost imperceptibly. Believe in the process. Continue, even when there are no clear signs that it is working. Because when you least expect it, everything begins to align. And then, what seemed impossible becomes reality. You are stronger than you think. Yes, you are. Even if you doubt it now, even if you feel you are not prepared. Strength does not come from what is easy. It comes from what is difficult, from what challenges you, from what demands more than you think you can give. Every time you face something hard, you discover a strength you didn't even know you had. You have faced difficult moments before. You have overcome things you thought you would never get through. And you are here now reading this, searching for something more. This already proves that you are strong. Now use that strength. Do not waste what you have. You have the power to change everything. Everything you want is on the other side of action. It is not in the future, it is not in someone else. It is here now in your hands. What you do from this moment on is what will define the course of your life. Do not underestimate the power of small decisions. Every choice counts. You have the power to transform your reality. It doesn't matter where you are now. It doesn't matter what you went through. It doesn't matter what others say. All that matters is what you choose to do from now on. Do not waste any more time. Do it now. What is stopping you? What is still holding you back? Identify, face, eliminate. There is no more time for hesitation, for doubts, for excuses. This is the moment. Action cannot wait. Do it now, before fear returns, before resistance stops you. Because in the end you will realize that it wasn't the world that was against you. It was yourself. And from the moment you decide to act, nothing can stop you. Go ahead, move forward, don't look back. Your new life is waiting. Now it's up to you. Sign up, comment on how you will start your transformation, and leave your like if this message touched you. Your change starts here and now. Move forward, no excuses. Move.